AE fam, and welcome to Ayo and Ebun Entertainment. So today we have with us Eric from New York, and he'll be telling us what it's like being a black person in America. Welcome to Ayo and Ebun Entertainment, Eric.
Hi.
So can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I'm a truck driver. I drive all over the country. I've been doing this for about 20 years. I've lived here all of my life. I've traveled a little bit. Haven't been to Africa yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay. So you've lived all your life in America. What are your experiences as a black person living in America? You've seen all the news of police brutality and things like that. So we want to hear from the horse's mouth. What is it like living as a black person in America?
Well, first of all, this country was built on racism. Okay, so racism is woven into the fabric. And I'm sure you know, Europeans, everywhere they go, they bring racism with them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in school, a lot of times when I started driving, it wasn't so bad when I wasn't driving. I mean, I had to deal with the racism from the kids in school, but once I started driving, every time that the police saw us drive by, they would turn around and pull us over. It got to the point where it was like we were playing cat and mouse with them. It's like if we see a police car go past us the other way, we would speed up and whatnot and try to make sure they didn't catch us because we didn't want to be harassed. The criminal justice system is the same way. I've had a couple of run-ins with the police department. Me and a white guy were together. They pulled us over for smoking marijuana. They wanted to arrest me and take me to jail, but they were going to let him go.
Wow. Okay. For the same crimes.
Yeah. Yes. And the thing is with the police department was built out of the slave patrols where they used to, round up the slaves and whatnot. And if they couldn't catch them, they would kill them and then bring their bodies back. And that's how the police department evolved. And as of lately, it seems like the police, once again, are a slave patrol. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's dangerous. And what I don't like about it is when I take time off, it's like I used to rent a car, but now I'm afraid to rent a car because I don't want to get pulled over. And I noticed that when I drive around in the truck, I drive past the police all the time. I don't have no problem. So it's dangerous.
Because look at the case of George that just died some days ago.
George Floyd. Yes.
What do you think about it?
Well, it took me 2 days to watch the video, okay, because I'm tired of watching those kind of videos. But the one thing that really caught my eye about the video is if you look at that police officer, if you look at, him with his hand in his pocket and he's looking around at the people and stuff like, ha, 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 there's nothing you can do. I'm going to do this and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. And then they said that this other video that showed the other two police officers behind the car that you can't see, that they were also kneeling on this man at the same time. And they said you can tell how much pressure that they were using or whatnot because you could see the soles of their shoes. And I think this one being filmed on video like that, because normally they say, well, I feared for my life. Well, how do you fear for your life from a man who's...
I can't hear you.
Okay. You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. My headset went off. How can you be afraid of a man who's on his back, laying on his stomach, handcuffed, and you have two other officers who are not on his back?
Unarmed.
What is there to be afraid of?
Unarmed also.
Right, exactly. It's always 9 times out of 10 and whatnot, they're unarmed. But it's like there's no value on black life here. It's just like back in slavery. It's like they treat us like we were property. But the thing about it is now, since they can't make us work for nothing, it's like they feel like they have no need for us. They like some of us and whatnot to entertain them, music, sports, that type of stuff and whatnot. Those blacks are okay, but the rest of us and whatnot, it's like, they don't really give a damn about us. And it's scary, and what they really need to do is the police department needs to be completely dismantled and redone again, because this is insane. And it scares me. And I've heard a lot of people saying, yeah, we should take up arms and whatnot. But the thing about it is, if we do, it's not going to go well.
It's very interesting that America is going through this, and it's been happening for forever, because America is like the most multicultural, the most diverse country in the world. You can find people from all over the world in America. Black people have been in America for forever, and Black people are the third largest ethnic group in America after white people and Hispanic Latinos. So it's very crazy that these things keep happening and happening over and over again. Now we're talking about George's case, but several Black people have undergone this situation, being brutalized by the police. For example, we know about Breonna, that died a month ago. I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, it's good now.
The phone was ringing. That means they finished unloading my trailer. I have to go get my paperwork, but that's okay. They'll wait.
Okay.
It's like I said and whatnot. It's like the slave patrols. And yes, they keep killing us. And the thing about it is, the reason they keep doing it is because they get away with it. Now they're talking about on the news. This prosecutor's talking about, well, he thinks there's evidence as to why they shouldn't press charges. Why he shouldn't press charges? Excuse me, but what are you talking about? How could you possibly not say that this officer is completely guilty when this guy is laying on his stomach, handcuffed? You've got 3 guys on his back, and you think there's evidence not to press charges? What are you seeing? And this is how it goes all the time.
Like I was saying, right now everybody is clamoring about the George Floyd's death, but others have happened in the past. For example, Breonna Taylor that was killed last month, and other people also. Like, it's been happening over and over again, and we are seeing a pattern. And after these cases happen, we see Black people on the streets talking about it, rioting. International news is talking about it, but nothing is really being done. Do you think this is enough to bring justice to these people? Is this enough? Are the riots enough to pass the message that Black Lives Matter?
That's a good question. I really don't know. And I forget, I forget the guy's name, but a while back somebody wanted to bring charges against the US for the way they treat African Americans with the United Nations. But the thing about it is, United Nations wouldn't take up the case because I think we're one of their major benefactors. Well, the last thing you want to do is you don't want to mess with your money. And the thing about it is, America with their military, it's like everybody in America, ooh, and that's wrong. But the thing about it is, the one good thing I must say about this coronavirus, even though I'm sorry to say we are dying unproportionately, is pull the covers back off of everything. You get to see how bad the health system is. You get to see how bad that the people are treated. You see where all the wealth is. You see the people that are there's 40 million people unemployed, trying to collect unemployment, and the government is saying, well, we don't want to give you any more money. But this is America. This is supposed to be the greatest nation on earth. We're number 1 in coronavirus deaths.
Yeah. America is now the epicenter of coronavirus, and it's very shocking because right now America is facing 2 big diseases, both coronavirus and racism, and the racism has been there for forever.
Exactly.
In which other sectors can you say Black people in America are faced with racism? We know the police brutality is there, but in which other sectors can we see racism towards Black people in America?
Everything: jobs, housing, banking. Being a Black person trying to get a loan in America, you stand a better chance of coming to this country getting a business loan than I do. And I've been born and raised here, and my credit is good. Okay, it's hard to get a loan. With the redlining, okay, they say, well, we're not gonna in certain neighborhoods and whatnot, they don't want to finance certain neighborhoods and whatnot because they say, yo, well, that's largely a black neighborhood. Trying to get financing and whatnot to buy houses and stuff in white neighborhoods and whatnot. A lot of times you'll go there, you'll talk to the people on the phone, and they'll say, yeah, everything is good, and they look at your financing and whatnot. And when you walk up and whatnot, they see that you're black. It's like, oh, no. Well, wait a minute. We have a better offer from somebody. Because the thing about it is, my name is German Jewish. And a lot of times when I've applied for jobs and I've talked to the people on the jobs, I've done several phone interviews. And then when I get there, they're like, you're Eric? Like, yes, I am. I guess they figure since I don't shuck and jive and whatnot, since I can speak properly, they're surprised. And the bad part about it is this stereotype of black people, of African Americans here in this country is largely because of the media, and some of these TV shows and stuff where, it's always the black guy's always the bad guy, always the drug dealer. I know you've seen the Wives of Beverly Hills, and they're always, well, childish and all that old BS and whatnot. And it's bad because everybody that watches TV, watches American TV, thinks that that's how we are, and we're not. They also try to paint the picture and whatnot like everybody here is in poverty. We're not. We're not all rich, but everybody's not in poverty. But, since the media is owned by rich people, rich white people and whatnot, they show you what they want you to see. Like, for instance, your country, okay? I did not know how beautiful Africa was until the internet. Okay, everybody they talk for the longest about how bad Africa is. Well, if Africa is so bad, why are you there?
Exactly.
Why are you forever going there stealing? Oh, that's right, I forgot. You're going there because you're stealing the resources.
Exactly. You were talking about when your name is Jewish German, and then you go to interviews, and then they reject you afterwards. That same story happened to someone I know in the Netherlands. His name is German, and everything is fine until he gets to the job interview, and they're looking at him like this. And by the way, for those watching, we did videos about what it's like being black in the Netherlands, Germany, China, Turkey. I'll leave the link somewhere, so go and check it also. So now you've highlighted all the problems facing black people in America. What do you think is the solution? Because several people are saying that black Americans should just come back to Africa. Do you think this is a long-term solution, or it's just running away from the problem?
It's running away from the problem. The problem is not black people. The problem is white people need to recognize it. Because the thing about it is, you've got areas where white people live, they don't know anybody black, okay? The only thing they might work with somebody black. The only thing they know about black people is what they see on TV. And until until white people decide that, that what they're doing is wrong and that they need to change things, it'll never change. It'll never change, because even all this rioting and stuff like this, you might get a little change, but I don't see it lasting. Now, with this next generation that's coming up, that's coming of age, they don't necessarily feel the way a lot of these older people do. So I think things will change. But the thing about it is, I don't want to wait for them to get older. I want to change now. I'm tired. It's like I say, with those videos and whatnot, I can't even watch them anymore. When I'm scrolling on Instagram and whatnot, and I see the video, I scroll right past them because I can't watch them. It makes me want to do something and whatnot, which will probably get me killed.
It's crazy that you don't even have to do anything in America to get killed as a black person.
Exactly. It's like they say whatnot, being black is a crime.
Exactly. And I was seeing videos online also of like a black person moving into a white neighborhood, and then the white neighbors are calling the police on the person, and you can see the police responding so fast. And there was also a video I watched on Instagram where a lady was in the park with her dog, and she called the police and said an African American is harassing me. And things like that, the police responds to it really fast. But if it's the other way around, the police doesn't do anything.
Well, not only that, the bad thing about it is, if we call the police, there's a chance that whatnot that we could still get killed, and we're the ones that called. I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy. I don't know. Like I said, it's
the sad part is the sad and the reality is that it doesn't seem like Black people getting killed in America is going to end very, very soon, because this is not the first time, this is not the last time. Do you know about the jogger case, the Central Park 5?
Yes, of course.
I, I,
Uh-huh.
I, I would recommend people to watch When They See Us also. And you can see that
Yes.
these things have been happening for a long time, and it's still happening now. There are no
Well,
changes really. And that's why my question is, what can bring the change? I
like
don't know if rioting is enough.
it's
What
not.
exactly
It's
can
not.
bring the change?
It's not. The thing about it is, like I said, it's white people have to tell white people and whatnot enough. Okay, because we can't do it. We're not the problem. They're the ones that created this problem. And one of their they claim that they're afraid of us. What I believe is they're afraid of is they think that they're doing everything they can to hold on to power because they feel that if we get power, we're going to treat them like they treated us. But that's not our nature.
Hmm.
You know, that is not our nature. Don't get me wrong or whatnot. At times or whatnot, there's some that I'd like to see get treated that way. But all in all and whatnot, that's not our nature and that's not who we are.
Yes,
So
and for any white person that is watching this video also, it's not enough to just be white and say you have black friends or you have a black partner or things like that, or you have mixed kids. That is not enough. That is not enough to show that you're not racist. For you to not be racist, for you to be anti-racist, you have to actively fight the system of racism. That's
right.
my
And you need to tell they need to tell their friends and convince their friends that what's going on is wrong. It's like that's got to be the virus and whatnot for white people. Them telling each other what's wrong and whatnot, and then it's spreading out through the entire white race. That'll change things. Otherwise, no, no. I think
thank
this
you.
guy's waiting for.
Thank you
But
so much, Eric. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for highlighting what it's like being a black person in America. We really, really hope that this policemen will be brought to justice and there will be change very soon in America. Till then, we'll keep talking about it and keep advocating for black people and always spreading the message that black lives matter, not just white people, but black lives matter also.
let me say one thing too. Once this virus they get it under control and the country and the world opens up for travel again, to those Africans that want to come here, please be careful.
Hmm.
Okay, because they don't see what country you're from. All they see is a black and brown face. So, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Hmm. Thank you
Best I can
so
say.
much, Eric. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, I'm leaving the link to our playlist of being black in other countries that I talked about. I'll leave the link somewhere on the screen. And also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Guys, Africa is beautiful. Africa is not just what you see on the media, like Eric said. And where our channel is to promote Africa, it's to show the positive side of Africa. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Ayo and Ebun Entertainment. Thank you so much, Eric, for joining us. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're
Stay
welcome.
safe.